Welcome. You are watching Line Screw 1. Well, hello tubers, and welcome again to the Koningsdam here with the Holland America cruise line. Many people wonder if Holland America is just for old people, and I say, hell yeah! And I say that proudly. Because I like Holland America because there are less and less young people on Holland America, because it has a image of being for the more mature crowd, which means there's less drunk, 21-year-olds running around the hall at 3 in the morning and barfing in the planter boxes and acting stupid. And I think that's a wonderful thing because present party behind it, they're having a good time. Accepted, I guess. Well, look, us old people can still have a good time, even though we're old, right? But there's something to be said about a mature group of people on a ship. There are so many sailings from certain ports and with certain cruise lines where it's drunk young people and they're acting obnoxious and they're very loud. Now on board here, I met many young couples, a few in their 20s, but a lot more in their 30s and 40s. And of course, the average age on this ship, I'm gonna roughly guess it's somewhere in the 60s, which I think is fantastic. You do see more and more really older people that have a hard time navigating and walking around, and they're using electric mobility scooters. There's a bit of that going on, but you won't see things like you see here with the Norwegian Bliss. I'll give you an example of how Holland America is a bit different, because we're parked. I shouldn't say parked. We're a ship here. We are moored here at Ogden Point, and if you notice the Norwegian Bliss, they've got water slides and things like that. And they're a little bit bigger, which means more crowds, more people. And do you really need a water slide if you are 69 years of age? I say nay. That's me. But I think Holland America, they know their audience. They know who books these cruises, and they realize that we like being around other mature cruisers who are gray-haired, like I am, right? And with that comes a quieter experience, less screaming, less yelling. And of course, with Holland America, if you book your cruise, whether it's coastal or to Alaska, before the kids are out of school, there's even going to be less children. And in fact, there are a couple children. I see two right over there that are playing shuffleboard, and they are literally one of the few children on board right now. Like, there we go. See, they're just having a good time. Got nothing against the kids. They're having a good time doing their thing, and they're here up on the top deck anyway, so who are they gonna bother? But would you want to be on a cruise with hundreds and hundreds of younger kids and hundreds of teenagers and hundreds of 20-something-year-olds that are probably away from home for the first time, and then the first time they have a credit card and they're getting drunk and perhaps drinking more than they should? That's what you're going to experience with other cruise lines. You're really not going to experience that with Holland America unless you get exceptionally unlucky. So that's why I love Holland America. They're my audience. They're my demographic. They are the type of experience that I want. But perhaps you are a young at heart 75-year-old and you want to partay, you want to rock and roll all night and party every day. Perhaps Holland America is not for you. But keep in mind the music venues. There are so many great music venues like the BB King Lounge, Billboard on Board, and what else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, of course, the Rolling Stone bar. And a lot of great loud musical acts. They're fantastic. They're playing the music that us old gray-haired people want to hear, whereas if you're on a younger cruise, you're going to hear some hip-hop stuff that you probably don't like and never heard before, and you probably don't want to hear at all. So that is part of the Holland America experience. And Holland America, if you're out there, you need an ambassador to praise what you're doing. I'm available. I'm available. But so far so good, and that's why when I choose to cruise, I like to give Holland America a shot at my vacation dollar first, because I kind of know what I'm getting into. Now, keep in mind, all bets are off in July and August when the kids are out of school and the kids are vacationing with their grandparents and their parents. And, you know, a bad experience can happen on the best of cruise lines. But I think Holland America is pretty consistent in the type of experience that they want to offer and that they are proud to offer. And that's why Holland America is for me. And that doesn't mean you have to be an old fuddy-duddy like me. You know, I still like to have a good time. But do you need to rub shoulders with louder, younger people that really want to do different things than you do? And there's nothing wrong with differences. Let's face it, we were different people when we were 18 than we are now at the age we are, right? That's just life. So if you have any hesitancy to book a Holland America experience and you are over the age of 50, I say don't worry. You're gonna have a great time. Trust Holland America, give them a chance, and you will not be disappointed. So, from the Koningsdam here in port on the wonderful Holland America, put your comments down below and keep your wheels to the ground, as I always say. Over and out.
Something to remind us that we're better than this poor love song. Something to remind us that we're better than this poor love song.